Now, as the ruling All Progressives Congress APC prepared for its much anticipated National Executive Committee NEC meeting on Wednesday, the party has firmly denied speculation that President Bola Tinubu may ask National Chairman Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje to step down. The party's National Secretary, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, debunked the rumors in an interview, insisting that the meeting was purely routine and not an elective one. He further outlined the agenda for the gathering, which included discussing the party's 2025 projects, reviewing financial statements in line with electoral laws, briefing members on the upcoming re-registration exercise, and providing updates on the recently established Progressive Institute, APC's intellectual and ideological think tank. Meanwhile, former Kaduna State Governor and ex-Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nasir El-Rufai, has confirmed that he will not be attending the NEC meeting. While speaking on a TV show on Monday night, El-Rufai cited lack of proper notification as his reason for absence. The upcoming NEC meeting will be Ganduje's first since assuming leadership of the National Working Committee. His appointment, alongside that of Senator Bashiru as National Secretary, was ratified at the last NEC meeting held on August 3rd, 2023 at Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. The crucial gathering will be chaired by President Tinubu, with Vice President Kashim Shettima and former President Muhammadu Buhari expected to be in attendance. Also present will be Senate President Dr. Godswill Akpabio, past and present APC governors, former and serving speakers of the House of Representatives, state party chairman, the National Working Committee, and other key stakeholders. Well, Comrade Kingsley, this is the APC's, gearing up for the national their NEC meeting to be held today, this morning, and then El-Rufai, the former Kaduna State Governor, is not there, and then there have been rumors that Ganduje will defect from will leave the seat, and now they are dismissing the party are also dismissing the rumor that is not it. I would like to get your take on this one.
Okay, the first thing is El-Rufai. I think I watched the media interaction he had sometime with one of the media houses, and he said he was one of the 11 persons that signed the document to, bring in APC as a party in Nigeria. So having said so, it makes him one of the caucus member, one of the key persons in that place. So he should be in that meeting. But like he said, that he was not notified. Okay, so but I don't know for sure if he was notified or not. So if he said he was not notified, and perhaps that's why he's not going to be there, I don't want to blame him for that, because you have to inform him so that if there is any schedule ahead of time, you should know how.
The notice came late.
Yes, well,
it's supposed to be 21 days.
21 days, yes. It's as good as he was not notified as well. So if the party knows that he should be notified, or such persons should be notified at least a week or 2 weeks before then, just to make sure that, okay, you put up your itineraries in place so that you attend the meeting, and you didn't do so, I think they are just breaching on his movements, and he will consider what is very important, for him, and attend to that. You can hold for him and say, okay, he didn't really do wrong, and I'm not holding it against him. If you ask me, I'm not holding it against him. But if they had duly informed him, perhaps according to their party dictates, then he didn't go and is telling you that he's going to somewhere, I think somebody should hold it against him. But for now, you cannot really hold it against him, except it's not telling us the truth. But if it's true that they didn't notify him quite on time, having that kind of person, I mean, for goodness sake, that kind of person, if they properly notified him and then he didn't come, it's something to count against him. But if they didn't properly notify him, it's just a short time, you can't hold it against him. Then again, the Ganduje matter, of defection or not being their leader in any case, I think the party has just said it all, that it's not true. And so if the party has said it is not true, which means it's not true, because the party has the right to say it is true or not true. So for them to have said it is not true, then it is not true, then that should just be a rumor, if you ask me.
Okay, considering the fact, do you think, even if it's true, do you think the party would also say that it's true or not?
Well, until the party says it is true, that's when we can hold it, to account. But if the party has said it is not true, let's keep it at that until, it proves otherwise.
All right, great man. I also like to get your take on this. We're looking at the NEC meeting that was held today that had lots of dignitaries in attendance, including the former president of Nigeria in attendance. But then the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, was nowhere to be found in the meeting. He was absent in the meeting. What would you make of that?
Definitely. I haven't listened to the I haven't listened so far to the conference. I've heard from the headline news that was spread out. It's important to note that
Okay, I think we'll continue. It's the network again. So, Comrade Kingsley, again, I'm still wondering about this rumor of Ganduje, leaving the leadership position of the PDP as well as defecting from the PDP because before now we've seen the role he has played in the APC relationship so well. Do you think that if this happens to be true, what would this tell about his leadership position or his leadership quality in the future, if not now?
It won't tell well in any case. I hate to see politicians jump from one place to the other. It's as good as saying that because you have an issue, you just run away. So the question would be, who is going to resolve it for you? Okay, so it's not going to tell well about him. It's better he stays back and then see how he fixes, all of these things. And he should understand that it's not all about him all the time. Sometimes you make some sacrifices to let things go on smoothly. So whatever would be the reason that he's going to defect, if at all that happens, whatever will be the reason, I'm saying that he should just look at it critically and understand that things must not just work for him all the time the way he plans it. Okay, so you just make sacrifices at some point, because if everybody wants things to work for them all the time, then there will be chaos almost everywhere. So it's not going to tell well about him. You should just stay back and see how they put their house in order.
Okay, let's take a look at El-Rufai's case again. Now, we see that there have been lots of stories that the El-Rufai is not in support of APC. They are all rumors, right? They've been alleging that the moves by El-Rufai doesn't signify that he has the interest of APC in mind. But that with this action that he just did now, he's been absent in the NEC meeting. Don't you think this would further go a long way of solidifying the rumors that he doesn't have the interests of APC in mind?
Well, one beautiful thing that just happened there is this. He said they didn't inform him in good time. Okay, but again, I want to say all he would have done is somehow, though, like I said, I'm not holding against him. All he would have done is to
send a representative or media aid.
No, you can't. In such meetings, you don't send a representative.
Okay.
You go by yourself, because it has to do with inner caucus members. So if you're not there, you're not there. So he would have just made the sacrifice of staying behind to prove people wrong. Because like you said, and I know, there are rumors here and there that he's offended because he was not appointed a minister and all of those things. And he has said too, when I had him, speak in that media program, that he's not power drunk, it's not all about going for power and all of those things. It's about leading his people and contributing his own quota. So but with the action that is being carried out now, the thing, it points to being true, what people are saying that is against the party. But like I said, I don't want to hold it solely against him. The reason being that he said himself that he's still in APC until he's out of APC. For him to say he's still in APC, I think anybody who wants to know where he belongs to should go straight and ask him. And he has said by himself that he's still in APC. So we cannot say that, he's not in APC until he has left APC. Because if you go through the law now, the law still recognizes him as APC member. So I just said he would have just made sacrifice of staying behind to prove his, I don't want to call them his enemies, to prove those who are saying he has left the party otherwise, to just prove them otherwise, and so that they too will know that no, what they are saying is not true about him.
All right, so Mr. Greatman, I was trying to get your points again. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear you? Apologies, network has been quite crazy.
Mm.
But
That's a Nigerian
I
network
think if you
provider.
can hear me, I can go ahead.
All right, please go ahead. I can hear you now.
A lot of rumors here and there about a lot of rumors about the El-Rufai and the APC, where we have issues coming up about ministerial appointment. He said the party did not block his appointment, or the Senate did not also throw him or disqualify him. But he's alleging that perhaps the presidency had a hand in. So these are all, by the way. But we can't tell. That's why I say it is important that political parties go the extent of settling their houses, tending to aggrieved members. From all occasions, El-Rufai is more like a founding member of the APC. So it's important that people like this, you should look out for their grievances. Check out what the grievance is, then be able to rectify and resolve. If feel have internal party structures and they are able to listen to El-Rufai, definitely, like he has said, he's a member of the APC until otherwise. But for now, we cannot say El-Rufai is not a member of the APC. And we cannot also hold it entirely against El-Rufai for being absent in the NEC meeting, because he's also probably displaying or expressing his displeasure.
Okay, so will you say that these reasons of his being absent to the NEC meeting is substantiated? What would you say about that?
In every, when they just come most times, you hear them say things like reconciliation committee.
Okay.
Reconciliation committee. Every party has members. Every party. Everywhere you go, and regardless of politics, people are aggrieved for one reason or the other. One of the things you must do is that you must listen to members, know their grievances, and be able to find a common ground settlement. That is very important. We cannot rule it out. So if the APC wants to put its house in order, if the APC sees El-Rufai as a formidable force not to lost, then the APC has the responsibility of setting up a reconciliation committee to look into the grievances of El-Rufai. The rumors that are making news are correct. And if it is correct, the reconciliation process should be brought on board. And all these grievances should be sorted out. But like El-Rufai has said, until otherwise stated, he is still a member of the APC.
Okay, so there's also another rumor of Ganduje defecting from APC and also leaving his leadership position as well. What would you also make of this rumor?
The party clearly.
Go ahead, please. I can hear you. Okay.
So see the meeting until we then obviously we must then know that the party has said so.
Okay.
So I feel if the party has made big statements, we should thank what the party has said for now.
All right.